back in the workshop, and got something big planned for today. So, is it going to be making another one of these quick exhaust valve heads? This is the most complicated one. It's got a check valve in between the pilot valve. This is the intake port. That's the pilot check valve. This is the piston access port for a tunable spring, so you can control the rev limiter. And then this is the access port for the actual pilot valve itself. Very nice. This is the final design. Garbage. We have this one, which was one step before that. I tried to increase the spring tension to make the RPMs different. This one's terrible because it's venting out to the atmosphere. Tried a closed diaphragm. Garbage. This one is pretty cool though because it has a really nice design that I was able to make there and ported it out. This one was experimenting with bypassing a little bit of the air from the head into the crankcase. It actually did improve high-end RPMs, but it didn't increase power at all, so waste of time. Here's just a normal head. That's what they look like when it doesn't have any chamber or any quick exhaust valve or anything. It's just your standard simple run-of-the-mill head with my adjustable valve on it. Which, speaking of the adjustable valve, here is a demonstration valve of how that works. Pretty straightforward. But you can see where I actually cut out spaces in between where the ball goes up to allow air to pass through. This is like the 20th version in order to get it to be maximum efficiency. So what are we doing today? Are we making another one of these quick exhaust valves? No. Are we making a hollow cutout engine? One of these? No. Are we making the old school Tom Stanton style engine with a air pressure sensor port? No. Are we making an engine with a direct exhaust gas output from the bore? Yes, but not this one. Are we using old school rubber diaphragms for the seals? No. Are we making new exhausts? Yes, not this one. Are we experimenting with new con rods? Maybe. This one in particular is carbon fiber. But look at that. Too thin. And it uses the old brass bushing. Doesn't. Nope. Are we shearing crankshafts today? Possibly. Could we melt crank con rods? Probably not. And here's just a old school head with the retainer. This is interesting. So this is a diaphragm, rubber Ninjaflex 3D printed diaphragm that has obviously been modified. That still seals. Call it the sombrero. So we'll be looking into all of that today. But the big news that I've been waiting to show is this. So here's the old engine. Look at the size difference. This is 200 millimeter engine length. These are the cylinder heads. There's the oil pan, the block, there's all the gaskets, there's the headers, polycarbonate sleeves, all of the crankshaft and camshaft. There's the iGus gears. There's the camshaft roller push rods. There's the polycarbonate con rods with the iGus pistons. And then here's the hardware. Takes 20 of these bearings, these little ones. It takes 8 of these little micro bearings. It takes 5 ceramic bearings. Yep. I'm gonna have a full BOM and a build video on this shortly. Stay tuned.